Welcome back. I thought we'd get some good, Jeezy welcome back music for our return to what we watch Wednesdays. Make sure you tweet out. We're talking F1 movie and maybe a couple other things. Y'all voted and we're back. Happy what we watch Wednesday. We took a little break, but trust me, it was not a break. Everyone is here today. Tej, come on up. Welcome, my lovely co host. What has What We Watch been up to? It's probably shorter to talk about what we watch hasn't been up to, but man, June was jam packed. Your girl, me, hosted the red carpet and green rooms as What We Watch at the 29th annual American Black Film Festival in Miami Beach. All right, one of the most successful film festivals in the world and the most successful Black film festival ever. So your girl was there at What We Watch next to CNN, Baller Alert, Revolt TV, all of them. Okay, so we do this. We do this for real. And thank you. Shout out to Ben Abiola for that opportunity over at Nice Crowd, my boy. He was in our inaugural film festival as one of the panelists. So speaking of inaugural film festival, who is joining us for the third annual What We Watch Scene on the Scene? Okay, baby, like who's joining us? Tej, you gonna be there?
I will be there. I will absolutely be there. I'm very excited.
Billary Hanks?
I would also love to be there.
Okay, okay. And there's my cousin, my fave, Gabo. You better come down with the familia as well. Hey, Diner in the Dash, we are back. Welcome back to What We Watch Wednesdays. So we're out here. We covered ABFF, American Black Film Festival at Miami. I was working, y'all. I was interviewing people like Nia Long, Lorenz Tate, Blair Underwood, okay? All right. Who else? Da Vinci of BMF. I mean, the list goes on and on. Mara Brock-Akil of Forever, which we need to chat about as well. So again, just really working hard. Our new What We Watch app is coming out. The only place you're going to be able to catch me moving forward is in these discussions like this. This is where we have a ball, okay? And I'm going to create an app that's specifically for this. You get to be a host. You get to join me as a host. And let's really talk about the film and television that you love, whether it's in streaming or in theaters. It's always really, really fun. And I love that, word of mouth really supports these artists. That's really the crux of the theatrical experience and what we enjoy on screen. So that is why What We Watch was built and founded on. And I'm really glad you are here. Again, happy What We Watch Wednesday. Tej, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Welcome back to What We Watch. Very excited to catch up on some of the stuff we've been missing since the beginning of the summer.
Man, man. Okay, so I sent you some icebreakers. Those of you that want to come up, Tej and I can let you up. I see a couple speakers already, but don't be shy. I am not a podcaster in that sense, okay? I'm facilitating conversations. This is bigger than me and T. This is about y'all as well. We are here. It's not what I watch, it's what we watch. So, T, which icebreaker did you like?
Well, I guess there was one option that I think that would literally make you die. So I thought it was funny you sent me something where I don't think the human body is possible of doing one of those things. So we should start with that one.
Which one? Which is the human body? I think both are pretty bad.
The one about being constipated or having diarrhea, I think it was.
Okay. All right. So that's the one that he chose. There was another icebreaker, y'all. But I really had to think about it. What's worse to y'all? Being constipated or having diarrhea? Both are pretty bad, guys. So which one do you think, Billary Hanks?
It's definitely diarrhea because
Okay.
if you're constipated, you can still move around semi comfortably, but not if you gotta
Okay. Okay. Dinah and the Dash.
Just speaking from personal experience, I I hadn't been like deathly constipated until one time after a wicked long flight. Um, I was so dehydrated. I think I got wicked constipated, and oh my god, that's so much more painful. It's so
Thank
much more
you.
painful.
Thank you, Dinah and
So
the Dash.
I'm
I feel
going with
like people that
diarrhea.
say diarrhea have never been constipated, and it's really fucking bad. Stanley, what about you? Those of you joining What We Watch, this is the icebreaker. Sorry. What's worse for you in your experience?
Um, I don't really get constipated.
Ah, that's
So
good to
I'm
hear. All
gonna
right.
have to say because if you're lactose intolerant, it's kind of easy to make yourself do that. If you get
Yeah.
constipated.
Yeah.
So I would have to say the latter.
Okay. Well, before we get into F1 movie, Tej, what are some things that you've been watching lately? It is What We Watch Wednesday. We started off as a community, but we got to talk about our recommendations, okay? We got to listen to each other. I got a big one that I really want to highlight this week. But Tej, what are some recs before we get into the F1 movie?
What have I been watching? Well, I got to see the Superman movie last night.
Do
I
you
would
recommend?
greatly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I
Okay.
would recommend
You heard
that.
it here first, y'all.
I also recently watched the new Jurassic Park movie, and I would not recommend it. It stinks. It is
Oh,
terrible.
no.
It's bad. It's it's as bad, if not worse. Maybe not worse, but it's as bad as the last one, in my opinion, which
I
was
was about to
I
say,
thought
now
the
you got to
bottom.
rank them.
No, this I felt nothing. I legitimately felt nothing the entire time.
Oh, no.
Uh, it's I'm not into it. Let's see. I've been watching Love Island like everyone else in the world except for you.
Okay, first of
Um,
all, I've seen 2 episodes. Hold on now. Of the 400 episodes, I've seen two. Hold on now. All right,
I've
who in the audience is watching Love Island? Let's just be honest. Who in the audience is watching Love Island? Give me a heart with the plus sign, 100, a heart, something. Who's watching Love Island? Nobody's watching Love Island? All right, it's me and TJ. TJ, where your people at? What's going on with Love Island?
Y'all are crazy.
What's going on with Love Island? What are you loving about it?
We're nearing the end. I'm actually not loving it. This season is easily the most popular season for the American version of the show,
Can I
but
ask a
also,
very stupid question? How is Love Island different from like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette?
well,
Please tell
it's
us.
very
Yes.
different. It's extremely different. One, The Bachelorette takes it seriously. They're like, you're coming here to find love. They take that very seriously, and you can't really make fun of that. Love Island is always making fun of itself. It has like a voiceover who's making these real weird quips and like making these jokes. Like it takes itself a lot less seriously, which leads to a lot more drama as opposed to The Bachelorette, where everybody is like, yeah, no, I really want to marry this guy that I met, just now. I think that he might be the love of my life, and you look up and they've known each other for like 7 days. Like it's
As an
it's totally different.
expert, as an expert of these reality TV dating shows, as an expert, having watched a total of maybe four in my entire life, 4 episodes. Here's what I've gathered. Okay, I mean, hey, look, man, I've been on a podcast where they made me watch some episodes of Love Is Blind. I think that's the one.
Yes.
I didn't really like. I like watch like skim through all the episodes. Here's the difference. Okay, so Love Is Blind. You gotta like not care about what people look like, but we do. But you gotta not care about what people look like, and then hopefully get married. Okay, that check on that, Teach.
Yes.
Okay, and then Love Island. I think the island is the operative word. This is how I, as an expert, have been able to, like rationalize this. The term island is the operative term in which we are secluded, we are alone, and so therefore things are like expedited and like really exacerbated, right? So like it's your normal dating life, I guess, like a standard dating life, but like jam pack it into 8 weeks, right? And everyone's kissing everyone, which isn't great. Um, Everyone's like doing challenges. Everyone's like either in an open relationship or committed for like 3 days or not. It's just a really fast paced, secluded group of people that are disconnected from reality. And we're all just sitting there like, damn, you crazy. Damn, you crazy. Damn, I would date you. No, I don't want you to win. And they're actually competing on Love Island for money, correct?
Yes, and I would add that they're constantly bringing new people into the island,
I will name
whereas
them bombshells and heartthrobs.
there you go. But Love Is Blind doesn't. It's static. The people on the cast are the people on the
Hmm.
cast.
Hmm. I couldn't name you one. Oh wait, no. I think Clark is a bombshell in this last season, right?
Yeah, Clark was a bombshell. Yeah.
Bring me in as a
No,
bomb.
Clark wasn't a bombshell.
I'm a
How
little
much
Clark
too
Clark
thick.
is it?
Clark was a Casa girl.
Oh my god, it's so confusing. Okay, well that's not it. Okay, I'm a little too thick for the show. I'm a little too. TJ says I'm a little too old, but he's a hater. I did just have a birthday last week on a What We Watch Wednesday. It was perfect. But we had a lot of app stuff to do. And by the way, guys, speaking of shows, I have a new show on YouTube called the 1015 Challenge. You know, in a very saturated market, there's 17,000 podcasts, but I and my team at Appraise the Phrase, we produce the show that you get to actually have fun. You get to engage. You do the game show. We do the game show with amazing celebrities and guests and Tej maybe next season. I don't know. Maybe the following season. You'll have to guess, but it's really engaging. It's basically movie trivia, but it's their favorites. So if you say you know your favorite films and TV shows, then let's see how much you know because I'm going to ask you some questions. So that's the 1015 challenge over on YouTube. Check my Instagram, my Twitter, and everything, and you'll see that. There's no dating conversations. I know, groundbreaking. Oh my gosh, like we're not talking about dating, which is crazy, unless there's dating in the movie or TV show, in which case maybe we'll skim over it. But but the reason that I bring up the Love Island stuff is because I have been bombarded, as many of you have been in this chat, with Love Island like things. And what's that? So Love is Blind, Love Island, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. My problem with The Bachelor, the girls, it's like 17 girls to one man, right, Teach?
Well, no, because the Bachelor, yes, there's
Right.
one man in the Bachelor, but there's also the Bachelorette, which is one woman. So
So
it's
I was
just
able to
the
watch maybe
inverse.
11 minutes of a Bachelor episode. My family is the one that gets me all into this, so I really try not to judge too hard because it's the people I love that do this. I'm like, oh my god, y'all are insane. But my issue with The Bachelor was the girls sat on a couch together, like the size of the couch in my house, which is pretty big. But they sat on the couch together, and they all were like deciding who was the best for this one man. And I can't imagine my life, any life decisions leading me to be in a room full of women competing with one man. Like, it was really mind boggling to me. But I know, like, on a larger scale that happens in dating. But Tej, am I the only one, like, dining in the dash? Is that not weird to, like, sit closely knit on a couch and say, well, I think he likes me more. Well, I think she likes him more. And I think, it's weird to me.
I don't like those shows. They're very serious. I like the ones that kind of realize how ridiculous the premise of the show is, whatever the premise is.
Right.
I don't want if y'all 20 women in the house are trying to make the one man fall in love with them and make them get married.
It's
That
not
doesn't
serious.
interest me. And CBS is, I mean, they cater to a different demographic that I'm a part of, so it's just generally not my vibes.
I've been got into a fight because like we're all kissing right behind each other. That's crazy to me. Angela, what you think? Because it's crazy to me.
My issue with The Bachelor stems from a personal reason. So my mom loves The Bachelor.
Mhm.
Like my mom is like one of those people. Like I don't think she realizes you can watch TV for free because she has a cable package just so she can watch Dancing with the Stars and The Bachelor. I'm
No, we
like,
got
you
to be
don't need a
honest about who
cable
these
package for
demographics
this.
are for these dating shows. It be the
Like
Gen X and the Boomers. They really do.
And she's literally she was born in '65, so she thinks she's a boomer, but she's technically a
Yeah.
Gen Xer because she's first year for a Gen Xer. With that being said, my mom would always shit on Flavor of Love, and I'm like, this
This
is
is
the
literally
same
Flavor of
shit. Like
Love.
I don't understand. The Flavor of Love and The Bachelor, it's the
It's the same
same
thing.
thing. Like
I,
it's just with more black women.
Actually, I think Flavor of Love is better because at least we know who the Bachelor is in Flavor of Love. I ain't never heard none of these bachelors. So we got 17 women fighting over nobodies. I can't do it. I can't do it. Speaking of bachelors, though, F1 movie. Who watched it? Raise your hand. That's why you're in here, I'm assuming. Give me a heart. You watched it. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Brad Pitt is a veteran. Do you hear me? Brad Pitt is a veteran in the game. I had such a good time watching F1. I watched it 4DX. Did anyone else watch it 4DX? Because I watched 4DX. So
Me.
I was moving and shaking and zooming all through that theater. You could not tell me anything. I was having the time of my life. Teach, how'd you feel about it? You're muted, Teach.
Sorry. I really enjoyed it. I do not care for racing sports. I don't know anything about F1. And so but I really like racing movies. And there aren't as many racing movies as one might think because obviously they're really expensive. They,
Ferrari, right?
yeah, there's Ferrari, there's Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari. F1.
There's the Days of Thunder one, the Tom Cruise one.
Days of Thunder one. Yes, that's
Uh,
old.
you got Talladega Nights, obviously. You got Rush. I thought Rush was pretty good, but anyway, you don't have a ton
You
of
have like
racing movies.
8 that we
Yeah,
can think of.
you don't. You can go back to the '70s. There's a couple more, but like you don't have a ton of them. But like obviously, this movie was extremely expensive. They literally invented new technology to put on these cars so that you could see the driver of the car and the road at the as the camera swiveled. And I just had a fucking great time. It was the score was great, the performances were great. Obviously, Brad Pitt is can score at any level. He can literally do everything. And so whatever you write for him, he's going to be able to get the best out of the writing. It looks great. It sounded great. Just being in a movie with the big speakers and hearing those cars
Yes.
was just phenomenal. And they did a really good job of using the announcers to kind of set up the exposition for people who don't know anything about F1, like me. I don't know how F1 is scored. I don't know anything about what makes a car go, what kind of strategy that they need to use to win when their car isn't as fast as the other cars. I don't like how does F1 work? How do teammates work together when they're out there at the same time? Are they both just trying to get first place? That kind of using the announcers to describe all that stuff, knowing that we want to get people in the movie theater who don't know shit about F1, but also be able to give an authentic kind of film for the fans who love F1. And I just thought that balance worked really well. You
For
could
sure.
obviously feel the Top Gun Maverickness of this movie. Obviously, it's
Okay.
got the same
All right,
director.
bros. All right.
You could
Wait, one thing.
feel it's
One
got the
thing
same
you're gonna do
director.
is
Like
one thing you're gonna do is bring up Tom Cruise. My goodness.
I didn't even bring up Tom Cruise. I only brought up Top Gun Maverick, which
Can you
obviously Tom
talk to
Cruise
us
is starring.
about how you felt about the last Mission Impossible? Can you tell us about that?
I didn't. I was not a huge fan, but you know that. Don't do that. Please don't make me talk bad about Tom Cruise. Um, that obviously you got the same director as Top Gun Maverick, and he really knows how to bring blockbuster. He really knows how to like Top Gun Maverick is basically a sports movie. F1 is actually a sports movie. They have the same kind of DNA, simple story, big highs throughout, and then a fucking kick ass sequence where you feel like a winner at the end. But I also really enjoyed Idris. I know there's some people in the room that might have some negative things to say about Idris,
But
but I
but
know Angela tweeted this, but I came away thinking that Idris is a movie star. Like I think Idris is a movie star, and I think standing next to Brad Pitt is not an easy thing to do, and I think that he did an incredible job. I thought he was great.
all right. So put your hands up if you want to talk. Let me say my piece, and then we're gonna keep getting into it. I fully agree, Tej. I mean, when I tell y'all I had the time of my life, I said that to myself out loud in the theater at least 7 times. So here's the thing: watching F1 on TV, nah. Watching F1 in the movie theaters for a movie, yes, absolutely turn that up. Watching an F1 race in person, turn that up even more, okay? So it's funny because this is why what we watch exists. Now, yeah, I think it's pretty evident, if someone doesn't think I'm a brilliant person, then it might just be more indicative of them. I'm a pretty brilliant person. And everyone talks about the fact that you got to read and write and read books to be intelligent. And that is true. But one thing about a movie, first of all, we've made so many movies based off of books. You've never heard a book based off a movie, okay? Cut it out. And if there is, congrats. But we usually make books into films. That's number one. And number two, the fact that we can learn so much through film is really some of my favorite stuff. When I tell you I don't know nothing about racing, the fact that TJ was calling it a sport, like I was like, yes, but like it really is a sport, which to me means teamwork, right? Competitions, winning, kind of sacrifice, perseverance. I really got to sit in that with this movie. I've never in my life before felt that about F1. Ever in my life. I'm like, oh, Lewis Hamilton, sponsors, make your money, travel the world. But it's like, no, like this is the Olympics for real. Like we in here with G-forces, like, the montage of them training and he's, holding his head and, he's doing the hand movements that he could only do, before he had his surgery, right? Like the veteran versus the rookie in these situations. The fact that the people that are changing you at the pit also have to commit. Like this is a team sport. Like you rely on everyone. I was like, this is fantastic. I learned so much. So don't let anybody, this is what we watch. Don't let anybody tell you that you can only learn from books. All right. You can learn from movies as well. You can learn a lot from film, actually, and especially with these brilliant artists. I'm gonna go ahead and say what I gotta say about Damson Idris. I think he did great. I think he did great. I think it was also evident who was the veteran in the movie and who wasn't. I think that's okay to say because it's literally true and it's literally a parallel that was exemplified in the movie. It's kind of like a through line in the film as a theme, like Brad Pitt versus Damson Idris. 30,000, credits for movie credits versus like 30. Like, I mean, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Brad Pitt has literally been doing this longer than I've been alive, and Damson is a little bit older than me. My age? I don't know. We're not going to talk about that too much. So it's okay, but I thought that was pretty clear, and it didn't make me like shame Damson Idris. It just made me uplift Brad Pitt even more. I think the woman that played Damson Idris's mom was amazing. I had her name, and her name escapes me as I speak. But I mean, everybody was firing off from all cylinders. We got three hot guys. I told y'all when we watched Conclave, shout out to Conclave Hive, that there were no sexy people in that. And I couldn't believe how much I loved a movie with no sexy people. But here we got Javier Bardem, Brad Pitt, and Damson Idris. I like that. I'm going to let somebody else speak because I'm going to say the only issue I had with Damson Idris, and I want to see if y'all can guess or if I was the only one. Who wants to speak next? KP, I see you. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And all of that stuff. I'm just here for the and more part of the other situation because F1, I'm going to go see it on Saturday. And when you mentioned 4DX, I went to go see Superman in 4DX.
Okay, how'd you
If
like
you
it?
see, oh, it's super amazing. I'm just going to say, if you are going to go see that movie in 4DX, don't do it if you got popcorn and soda vibes because he flies a lot.
In the
And
Superman movie.
yeah, he doesn't fly
Yeah,
straight.
I would expect that.
He gets punched in the face,
Oh,
and and you feel every drop. So that 4DX and F1, I'm gonna refund my ticket and get a regular seat. So shout out to everyone because I can't take no more roller coasters. I'm done.
oh
I'm done
my
with
gosh, no,
4DX.
I had a time. You gotta do both. Angela, talk to me.
Okay, so I like this is what people go to the movies for in the summer.
Period.
Like Tej talked about Top Gun Maverick. To me, the movie reminded me of Ocean's 11, like the
Mm,
reboot. Because it's crazy to think like Ocean's 11 just off the sheer star power of the stars like grossed that much money. I don't think we can like fathom that in 2025. Um but this was a movie of superstars. Like this is what we go to the movies to go see.
exactly.
Like Brad Pitt is one of the last superstars that we is Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, and Denzel. Like in my opinion, those are like some of the last of, some of the last major blockbuster movie stars that we have right now. Um everything like there was some kind of cliche moments in the movie. Like
Yeah.
I think we all knew when Brad Pitt looked at the woman, okay, this is gonna be his love
Right.
interest. Like I think we knew that there was gonna be like a big thing. But the one particular race where Damson's character like injured himself, I was literally tensing up in the theater
Same.
because of how invested I was
I
in
couldn't
it.
believe it.
And I was like, I can't remember feeling like this in a movie. And it's like it's funny because we keep talking about like racing movies. It's like just forgetting that like because Fast and the Furious has not been serious in like over a decade. So we like don't really feel
TJ
these
forced me to be
emotions.
seated for the 10th, 11th, or 12th, and whatever the one it was, child.
It was
Listen,
it was
we don't
terrible.
want
I said, okay. Right.
they're going to space in Pontiacs now. Like we just don't really get that like that like sort of tense moment where you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And like that whole race, I was just like, oh my god. The last scene, the last race where they're like, oh, he's flying. I was like, bro, like I
I'm in,
felt
right?
like I was, yeah, like I literally felt like I could feel that feeling. And like I've never raced anything before.
Right.
Um Brad Pitt was amazing. Damson, I truly I think it's fascinating that two of the biggest movies we've had so far, Michael B. Jordan, I would say that Michael B. Jordan is ascending to something,
For
right?
sure.
And Damson, I feel like literally that movie was a metaphor for what his career is gonna happen
Yes.
next. Um,
Exactly.
and then just like yeah, like
Like,
literally,
come
because
on.
he was like, "I'm gonna have a plenty of races to win," right? It's like, yeah, like you're next,
You're up
brother.
next. I got
And then
next.
like
For real.
And then like the wild thing is like Javier Bardem was like such a gentleman in that
I love
movie,
I
like
love
like just like an esteemed European gentleman because he's Spanish. But like the first movie I ever seen him in was No Country for Old Men. So every time I see him, he frightens the fuck out of me. And that just speaks to how
It's
good
kind
he
of
is as an
sexy.
actor.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of sexy to me.
everyone in the movie was
Well,
like, except the British guy, but everyone in the movie was like a baddie. Like,
look, I fully agree. Like, thank you for bringing up when they got my guy Damson. I was like, oh my lord. Like when I tell you I was lean again, I remember I did this 40X, so I actually have officially raced in F1. That was me. I won that, and I was like, oh my god. When I thought I was gonna cry, I said, Monique, this is a movie. What are you doing? It's okay. But I was like, oh nah, they're not gonna do me like this. That was like some Pearl Harbor, Ben Affleck dying type shit. I was like, oh no, hold on. Was it Ben Affleck? I forget. Um, and I was like, oh no, hold on. Like, what's happening? What are we doing? I was shook. I couldn't believe it. I was so glad he recovered so quickly. I was totally fine with all of the cliches. This is a racing movie. I'm never gonna pretend I know more than what's going on in this. So I'm like, maybe this is how it goes. You know, they get back, they're out. People get injured in NBA, they out for a couple weeks, they come back. You know, love the montage of rehabilitation. Loved their dynamic, right? Like just their back and forth, their tension. They didn't make it feel cheap and unnatural and inorganic. It was very much like I believed this young prick would treat this old asshole, this swan, right? Like that. Like it was very believable. I enjoyed it so much. Cito Mania, what do you think?
Ooh, ooh. First of all, this is dope. So I'm excited to be part of the space. Been follows y'all for a long time.
Thank you.
But I do have some hate to get off. I'm not gonna lie. I did love the movie a lot. I feel like there was a difference between the movie Damson agreed to and the movie that came out. If that makes sense. Like I feel like there was a sense of something happened, in my opinion, off script that like they changed something or they reshot something. It just feels like
Where?
to me it's
What
common.
area?
I want to say like Damson just kind of disappeared in the movie. I feel like in every other version of like big father, young son, like the son eventually like learns and adapts to the leader and like then take like to me Damson should have won at the end. Like you're building up this character throughout this entire film and at the end he learns the lesson but he's like, ah nah man, you go ahead and take it. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And there's some other stuff I'm sure y'all talked about with like an actress who was supposed to be in the movie, was supposed to be Damson's romantic interest who just kind of got cut from the film. So I'm wondering if there's like a plot line in the movie that wasn't
Mm.
discovered, whatever it got cut off. Maybe there was an alternate ending, or maybe Damson was this was his chance to kind of pop
Mm.
out and be a superstar. Didn't actually get it, but I'll be
Mm.
quiet and listen to y'all in the comments. But I want to let my hate off just for a quick second.
Okay, I love that. That's the hashtag gripe, guys. It is what we watch Wednesday. We're here talking F1. If you're just joining us, please tweet it out. All right, so I don't know if I agree with everything you're saying, but I'm willing to hear you out. I think Tej would have a lot to say to this because we spoke about that. Tej, before you start talking, can you tell us the what we watch pillar for everyone in the room? Every film is a,
Romance.
so we always gonna get, okay,
Some
a love
romance.
interest. We always gonna get a romance. And Cito Mania is saying that where is Damson's romance? And what's T? It feels like there were some holes. And maybe there were. T, what do you think?
So there were changes made to the film. Um, they were filming during the writer strike, and so they stopped filming. And during the writer strike, um, the director actually remade the script a bit, and basically the entire kind of propelling arc of the third act, where the guy who's on the team basically trades on them, and he's trying to acquire the team. That's all new, and also originally um the way that the movie ends where Brad Pitt's character ends up, that actually was supposed to be the beginning of the movie, but then they switched that and made that the ending of the movie and then had him start at NASCAR instead. So there were changes made to the film. I don't know if there was a love interest for Idris, uh for Damson, sorry. I don't know if he had a love interest or not. I'm not privy to that. But I thought the way that they tried to do that was he doesn't have a romantic interest, but obviously you get to know his family a bit and his kind of inner circle dynamic. I never felt like I guess I didn't ever feel like I never thought that they would have Damson Idris win the big race at the end. I always knew that was going to be reserved for Brad Pitt's character. But I do think it's a fair note to say, we see a growth arc or a character journey for Damson, but maybe Damson doesn't have that big moment. Obviously, he's happy as hell that they won the race, but and he's on the team. But who really won the race was Brad Pitt, and I think that's the way I probably would have wrote it. But there were changes made to the film, so if he's, if you're saying you can see that, I think that there are some parts that it may be, visible because there were changes made to the film after shooting had already started.
I just dropped a quick joint in the chat. I know there was an actress. I think her name is Simone Ashley. I'm pretty sure she was hired to be Damson's love interest, and she was in the movie for like a quick second, and then it seems like she had way more parts of the movie that she thought was going to happen that didn't
Well,
actually occur in the film.
I
So I
remember that.
for y'all to talk about, but again, I'll go off mute and listen to y'all.
No. You're good. But I want to be honest though, right, Tej? Because I hear you. Tej, what did you say specifically to me in that theater? Because I bet with my family and everything, I was like, all right, is Sonny gonna win or is what's his name? What is the character's name? I saw someone say Sonny Hayes is a terrible name. I think it was great. What was Damson's character's name? Joshua. Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pierce. Shout out to my memory. So
JP, there you
is the movie better with Joshua if Joshua Pierce has a love interest? I think the presence of his mother, and I'm willing to hear any gripes about the mom and the relationship and how it like really added. Because like for one, I didn't believe her when she said, "I'll kill you" on the thing. You're not killing Sunny Hayes, my girl. You just a mommy. You just a mad mommy. But like I appreciated that they put that in there, but I was like, it's not believable at all. But I didn't need Joshua Pierce to have a love interest. And I think, Sito Mania, you're not wrong about kind of the holes and what was the original kind of shooting script. But I think like the moment where they were in the car and his publicist or his agent or whatever thinks it's a girl. We're out in the club and he's getting hollered at and he's like, I'm off this. Like that feels real to me. When you are one of the greats, you sacrifice a lot of things that seem very normal to everyone else. And we're talking about great. We're not talking about good. We're not talking about very good. We're talking about Kobe's. We're talking about Michael Jordan's. You know what I'm saying? Like those people sacrifice so much. Joshua Pierce is like feeling threatened by this veteran in the game. We locked in. Like there's certain things that are so normal to people that are not in like the Abu Dhabi F1 world that like they don't apply. I'm trying to win, bro. Like this is my money, this is my career, this is my family legacy, which I think the mom represented. Like that's what I felt through that. Does that make sense? I saw a couple of other hands up. Fish Flicks, you've been kind of quiet. Okay, Angela, I see you. Go ahead, Angela, and then Fish Flicks.
Yeah, so I read about the Simona Ashley piece of it, and so the director, something similar happened with Top Gun Maverick. I think Manny Jacinto was essentially cut out of Top Gun, and I know like to a lot of people it may seem like it's a racial thing, and I can understand why it is because Manny is Asian, and this particular actress is also South Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Not also, but she's South
Talk
Asian.
about it.
But both of those movies were like 2.5 hours long. um, I don't know, like I feel like with Joshua's character, I don't feel like we missed anything out on
I
it.
don't either.
And I feel like they're clearly setting this up to have a sequel. Like you got the Apple money behind you. With that movie, you can tell there were so many sponsorships in
Oh
that
my
movie.
god,
Like
overwhelming.
everything.
It
No,
was
Bruh,
everywhere.
like the first time,
bro.
yeah, the first scene we see Brad Pitt, he's wearing Apple headphones.
We
Like,
understand Expensify. We get it. Good job. We understand.
Yes. So like I feel like they're setting this up to potentially be like I feel like they're setting this up to have,
For sure. I
so I
mean, and it's
think in the
not
sequel we can
just,
potentially get more.
and I think that also answers Sito Mania's question as well, right? In a way, like there's room for that story. Again, when we locked in, when you trying to be the greatest, the GOAT, like, women be in the way, to be honest with you. Y'all be in the way too. But women be in the way. Y'all know how to act when y'all get around some women. Y'all just don't know how to act. You just don't. You lose your mind. And you waste people's time. But at the end of the day, I think that we're not missing anything with the love interest, and this is again pillar of what we watch. Everything is a romance. We got enough of the Brad Pitt first female tech thing. We got that. Like, we got that kind of storyline. I think they integrated it really well, considering that I didn't come here for this. Like, if I'm just being quite frank, like I didn't need none of that. The romance to me in a lot of these racing movies is between the person in the car, the person in the car slash sponsorship, the person in winning. Like, that's where the tension, the horniness, all of that happens, quite frankly. Like, it's very sexy. So I don't think we were missing anything. I think, Fish Flicks joined us. I see you tweeting. You can confirm that Damson was supposed to have a love interest. There was a Vegas club scene. I remember that. Fish Flicks, you want to talk to us a little bit about the movie and how you felt?
Yes, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. So first off, I really enjoyed the movie. Had a great time. You know, the story. It's we've seen it all before. You
Right.
know, but we're there for the racing. That's what really got us hooked, and it was truly exhilarating and with how it was shot. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is what summer blockbuster is all about. But I had a few gripes. It's not too bad. It's just I wish we could have learned a little bit more about Damson Idris's character just a little bit, and
Okay.
maybe could have delved to that love interest scene a little bit, which is why I can confirm, yeah,
Huh.
there was a scene shot in the Vegas club scene, like it was supposed to be longer. And my friend who I ended up seeing the movie with, she was looking and they did cut the scene of her that was in it because they was like right there filming in front of each other and they was having a conversation of sorts, like a flirtatious conversation, getting to know each other. So yeah, it was supposed to be her. They were supposed to have that connection throughout there. But like I forgot who said it earlier. She said like the movie is over 2.5 hours long as it is. So including a whole love interest aspect, that's pushing it to 3 hours, and you feel the runtime already as it is with this movie. So it's like if you have to cut something, I don't mind cutting that, and it made the movie better. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, had a great
Okay,
time.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the way you landed the plane because I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm not even gonna agree or disagree with anybody particularly. When I tell you, I point blank period did not miss nothing from Damson Idris's character. TJ, am I the only one? Like, I didn't walk away thinking that they could have done more with anybody. I thought that the Joshua Pierce, when he was about to die, I said, Lord, I was in. Like, that was as much investment as you needed to get from me. I was like, I'm the love interest. What do you mean? This is my baby daddy. My baby daddy's almost died. What do you mean? This is the love of my life, my husband. My husband is dying, y'all. Like, so my husband is on fire right now. Please go save him off the track, you know? And I just think they did a really good job. Honestly, TJ, what do you think? Did you walk away thinking that you wanted more? Because, I like
No,
that as a critique. If you want
I,
more, if I make a movie and you wanted more, heard you. But, like, what do you think, TJ?
I think that Kaczynski has a real talent for framing movie stars. And I think
Yes.
he's obviously now proven multiple times when you give me the biggest possible budget, I'm going to give you a return on investment. So he's going to
Period.
get a lot of at bats. And what he does very well is he knows how to platform movie stars. And for somebody like Damson to even get to be on set with a guy like that, let alone in a movie directed by that guy, let alone next to Brad Pitt, who we can learn from, I agree with Ange. I could not stop thinking about the position that Damson Idris is in as it relates to his career versus as it relates to his character. And I'm sure this is intentional that Kaczynski is picking who that person is and saying, look, like you need to bring that energy to what we're doing, which is Brad Pitt has done this at the highest levels time and time again. He's one of the biggest
Million
movie
times.
stars that we've ever seen. And
Ever.
you are the guy who's second in command behind him. Now, obviously, Javier Bardem and Condon as well are higher on the sheet because they have done more
Right.
movies, they're more seasoned. But for all intents and purposes, that you are the teammate of Brad Pitt. So you are, all intents and purposes, you're the second lead of the movie. And so I just could not. I think that stuff's all very intentional. He's literally platforming this guy and saying, "Hey, this is a guy who's got some of the tools that you love from Brad Pitt. This guy might have some of those tools. He's early in his career, but he's
Yeah.
proven himself on some level, and he deserves an opportunity like this. And I just thought it was a really cool casting choice. I thought I thought everybody was cast really well, but those top four on the call sheet, I just thought were all incredible in their roles. I mean, Javier Bardem is good. You can put Javier Bardem in the best movie ever, he's going to make it better. You can put him in the worst movie ever, and he's going to make it better.
That's
He's just
bars.
a
That's
fucking
bars.
professional. He's incredible. I thought he was phenomenal in this film. I thought he was great.
That's what we watch bars. Yeah, Javier Bardem don't need no notes neither. Let's be very clear about that, but we expect that, right? I think two things that stick out to me through this conversation. Number one, is kind of like talking about, let's talk about the money, right? We always want to make sure we talk about the industry perspective of it all. This is not just Apple money. Like, this is Apple's highest performing film. I think it surpassed, what's it called, Napoleon? So I mean, we're talking like real cinema now, and you know how it is with marketing with Apple, okay? And we're talking about specifically the TV shows. Let's get into it, right? Because an Apple original film solidified F1. I had a great time, but I want to talk about TV because we keep talking about Damson as a movie star. Do you love him for his movies or for his TV shows?
I don't think anyone loves Damson for his movies. He hasn't really done a lot of movies.
Exactly.
I think this could become something that people love him for. But I think most of the people that know him
Exactly.
are going to know him from Snowfall. But I also think that there's a huge number of people that sat down to see this movie that had no idea who he was.
And that is what I think is so profound, and I think we need to just like hang on to for a moment. Damson is not a movie star if we're talking literally, right? I talk very literally. I learned English. It's ESL for me. So Damson is not a movie star. He is a TV star of a specific show. But the fact that he's able to stand and work next to Brad Pitt at this level, at this stage in his career, like, chills, okay? Like, this man got it. The only thing he doesn't have is whatever comes with experience, okay? And you don't have no control of when you were born. You don't have no control of when you entered the industry, really, right? Because it also is informed by when you were born. Of course, Brad Pitt has been there longer. You're 30 years older than me. You know what I mean? And so I think we really need to pay attention, y'all. Damson isn't a movie star, but maybe he is. And he ain't even been in no movies yet, for real. Like, this is Snowfall. This is Franklin Saint. And I have, in many What We Watch chats, talk about how some people are better in TV, some people are better in film, and some people are better on stage in theaters, and some people can do a little bit of both. The first people that come to mind, Brian Tyree Henry. You can put him in a movie, you can put him in a TV show. He's going to eat, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Giancarlo Esposito, you can put him in a movie, you can put him in a TV show, he's going to eat, no matter what, doesn't matter. I think we're going to have to start having the conversation about Damson. Damson did great. He had a great time. My guy, Michael B. Jordan from The Wire, but that's an emerging, if not, we could kind of say, shout out to Sinners, a movie star. MBJ is a movie star, and now he's a director as well. Like, have some motherfucking respect for MBJ. I think he's better as a director than an actor. Just so you know.
Can I say really quickly,
Absolutely.
when did Brad Pitt become this superstar of the summer blockbuster guy? When did that happen? Because I
Well,
think
like,
he's on fraud. I think he's on fraud watch blockbuster guy. Me
nope.
personally.
I just fully disagree. What are you talking about?
You saying that as like F1 wasn't a huge hit? Like, what are we talking about?
What
What you
this is
mean?
J. Cole. This is like J. Cole on first person shooters. This is his first time doing it by himself. He's an adjacent superstar.
This is so nasty.
I'd say that
When
he
did
had
that
his
happen?
resurgence after he won that Oscar for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Was that a blockbuster? Because all I heard tonight was all blockbuster. Yeah, I was talking blockbusters talk. Like
Okay,
it's
but
an old video game
hold
store.
on. Define blockbuster, because Denzel did Tragedy of
No,
Macbeth in 2021, and that was some of his best work, and y'all slept on that too. So what are we
But
really
he's talking
talking about?
about blockbusters. He's saying big hits.
Yeah, so
But
what are you saying?
Brad
Like,
Pitt
name.
made World War Z more than 10
I
years
get
ago. They made a bajillion dollars. Also, Troy
it.
was a blockbuster. What are we
Okay,
talking about?
so you're saying blockbuster as in like not cult classic, not great movie, not thoroughly enjoyed, just made a ton of money. Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying because that's what y'all was saying. So I was just listening
No,
because
we
I'm
were
just here
not
for
saying
This
that.
that at
man
No,
all.
made Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This man made Troy. This man made World
No,
War
we were
Z,
not
Ocean's
saying anything
11.
about money at all. When we say movie star, there is an inevitable aspect
Oh,
of industry financial perspective that's in there. But there's also what we watch, a much larger perspective is like, you know the name, you know the game, no matter what. You in India, you in China, you in Australia, you know who Brad Pitt is. You feel what I'm saying?
oh, I totally agree. But I heard Blockbuster, and I haven't seen a Blockbuster from him from like three presidential cycles. But that's just me.
Angela, what you gotta say?
I think that so Brad Pitt is the type of person that if Brad Pitt is in a movie, a lot of people are going to want to see the
That's a
movie
movie star.
solely because Brad Pitt's in it. I don't think I think like if we want to be speak some truths, like KP, what you're saying, I can maybe see George Clooney being that. I can't say that Brad Pitt to me is like Brad Pitt, in my personal opinion, is in the sphere with Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio. If Brad Pitt's in a movie, people are gonna
That's a
want to
movie star.
see it. Like, not F1. I'm sorry, like I've never I don't know what F1 is. I don't like. I literally saw that movie because Brad Pitt and Damson were in it, and I'm not like I haven't even seen Dune, so like Javier Bardem isn't like a person I'm gonna go
From Finding
like leave my
Santa.
house and go
God
watch a
bless
movie
it.
for.
Anybody else have perspectives on what KP just said? Dine in the Dash, Cheetomania,
Well,
R2
it depends.
PhD?
I guess it all depends on your definition of blockbuster. Because I mean, I still think of Brad Pitt from like the '90s and like Fight Club and like when the first Ocean's 11 came out, and all the and even the Seven, like when he was just a cool ass younger, much younger man, like in the '90s, and he was a movie star fucking then.
Yeah,
And to me, he's never really dropped off from that. So,
that's fair.
and I like was not a Troy guy or a World War Z guy, just in terms of like big budget movies. But
Love me some
I still show
Troy.
up for Brad Pitt, like still. So yeah.
You know what? Yeah, my guy is really deep in the industry for me. Like, and so, but okay, we defined it. KP's definition, KP specifically's definition of blockbuster is, big bank. Big bank, take little bank, big budgets, millions and billions of dollars, right? And he's like, what's T? Look, I love Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love Brad Pitt in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love Brad Pitt in Bullet Train. Did y'all watch Bullet Train? Because I did.
Bullet Train rules.
I fucking love Bullet Train. Was it a
Bullet Train was
blockbuster?
great.
Was
I
it a
It
love
didn't make
Bullet
no money
Train.
though. It didn't make no
It
money.
was
No.
was it a
awesome.
blockbuster? No. But I don't know, guys. So maybe there's a niche here that he's trying to address. Anybody else want to speak on Brad Pitt as an actor and a producer specifically? We won't even engage with the other part of Brad Pitt. But okay, that's tea. I brought up the tea about Damson in a good way. Like this is not a movie star. He's been in one and a half movies, two and a half movies. Like, and not to undermine him, I think that's where I'm bolstering. I'm like, wow, this is amazing that you did Snowfall, Franklin Saint, that one crazy, amazing, successful show as the lead, and now you're co-leading with Brad Pitt. Like, do you know how many people are out there as actors and actresses that wish they could be in a movie with Brad Pitt? I want to know who else was up for that movie. Do y'all want to know who else was up for that part, for the Joshua Pierce part? TJ, do you know who else was up for that
Yeah.
part?
No, I don't, but I would love to see that
I
short list.
I want to know who else was up for the Joshua Pierce part. Anyone in the room know that? Anyone in the space? No? All right, well, let's go around the room. Let's close this out. We got about 3 minutes left. Tell me your favorite part about the F1 movie and what movie you're going to go see next because, we're having a good time this year, y'all. This summer has been a hit. Sinners took it away, and I'm just glad because Sinners had us on a high. We were levitating, and I'm glad that I really haven't come down. I'm going to see Superman. TJ, since I want to stay on the high, I'm going to miss Jurassic World. Or what's it called? Jurassic Rebirth?
Jurassic World, yeah, you got it. It's it.
Okay.
Skip it. Skip it.
Skip it. Skip. Shout out to Scarlett Johansson though for like now. I thought she was like 3 months ago. I literally looked this up, but Scarlett Johansson, who I remember from Don John. I know it's very unique. Shout out to JGL Hive. We here. She's the highest paid actress of all time because of
The fact
Jurassic
that
World.
this is the movie that put her over is it. But part of me
You
died when
shook.
I heard that. I
That is the
just
power of movie stars, man. It's what's crazy. That's what's
and they
crazy. Go
won't give
ahead.
It won't give my man a fucking Blade movie, so he's got to go take the other big check, and he's in this fucking nothing burger of a movie as opposed to spending his time
Yikes.
making
Oh yeah,
something fun.
Mahershala is in this movie. I
Yeah,
have
he
to
is.
support
He is in
him.
this film. He will not be in any further films. That's a
Wait,
spoiler. Sorry.
oh that's fine. Did Brian Tyree? Did you like Brian Tyree Henry in the was it Jumanji? What is the
That was
films with
the
Godzilla?
Kong movie, Kong versus
Yeah,
Kong and Godzilla
Kong.
movie.
Did you like those better than this Jurassic movie?
Uh, those movies are better than the last couple Jurassic movies. Those movies are by no means perfect, but they are fun.
Okay.
I don't need the Jurassic fucking Park movies to be good. I need them to be fun. I
Mm.
felt nothing. I felt literally nothing watching this film. I felt not one thing. It's also shockingly nonviolent. Like very few people die, and
What?
there's literally no blood in this movie. It is
What?
shocking. It is shocking how nonviolent this film is.
It
At
needs to
least
be
the
violent. What are we
at
talking
least the
about?
last one. Let me say this: the last one was a complete fucking. It was garbage. But when they had the scene on the ice, if you remember, you had to go over the ice, and the dinosaur came from under the ice. That shit was fucking cool. For that 4 minutes, that movie was fucking awesome. There is no similar set piece in this movie that works in that same way. There's basically no violence. Basically, the entire cast survives. A lot of the people that die just kind of like disappear into the water or disappear into the woods. You don't see them actually die.
Pearl
The movie
Harbor?
even opens with a dinosaur capturing someone from right up. The camera's right on the person. The dinosaur comes up right behind them. There's no blood. They don't even show the kill. Like this movie is for kids. This movie is a joke.
This is a family movie. I'm telling y'all, that them family movies be making money.
That's
That's
just
not
a
the Inside
joke,
Out.
bro. Like, if you're gonna at least let me see some people get ripped apart by dinosaurs. You didn't
TJ
even
mad
get
as hell.
that.
The kids would be terrified, bro. All right.
I just can't believe that. But what I'm watching, I'm seeing Superman again on Sunday. I'm very excited about that. Fantastic Four is coming. I'm
Okay.
extremely excited about that, and I'm even more excited about Fantastic Four after having seen Superman, because
Okay.
there were
Don't
reports this week that
don't say nothing
Gunn.
else about Superman.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to spoil Superman. There were reports this week that Gunn is having conversations with Ryan Coogler and also the director of Godzilla Minus One. If that is what Gunn is
Oh,
about to do after dropping Superman, is that we're about to go get the biggest possible IP proven success rate in these people and bring them over to the DC universe. There might be some real competition. I'm just saying.
thank
I'm just saying.
God.
We might be
Thank
seeing something
God.
special. So that's what's
I
got me
love
most
that.
excited.
Competition is so great. Shout out to the MCU. You've done great. But if I get a James Gunn Godzilla Minus One, come on now, y'all. Come on now. All right. You heard it here first. Angela, what are you watching next?
It's funny. I feel like this month I'm at the movies every
Period.
week.
Fuck.
'Cause I saw F1 yesterday. I'm gonna go see Superman Friday.
Exactly.
And then I don't like horror movies, but I'm kind of excited about this I Know What You Did Last
Oh
Summer
my God, I'm so
movie.
excited about that movie.
Um yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, and then we got Fantastic Four, and I Pedro
My husband.
Pascal, I have very non PG thoughts about him. So
I
I'm
was
very
gonna
excited to
say.
see what he's gonna do in that role. Cause that's still kind of shocking to me that he got that role as Mr.
Mm,
Fantastic.
he is
Um,
Mr.
but
Fantastic.
yeah.
God bless him. KP, what you watching
I'm going
next?
to see. I'm going to go see Superman again on Friday. F1 on Saturday. I hope Damson doesn't turn out to be Don Johnson, a great TV show and bad in movies. I'm going to go see Fantastic Four. Then I'm really excited for him and Predator Badlands coming out in November. So
Him is gonna be
movie.
great. I'm so excited. I have no idea
Yeah.
what that movie's
I'm
about. I
excited for
know it.
him. I have
I don't
no
know
idea
what
if him's going to be good, but I'm very excited for.
him is going to be. It's gonna give. Isn't Lakeith Stanfield in it?
Wait, no, that Marlon Wayans is in it, but
Man,
Lakeith's not in it.
I say that like five. I've said that like 5 times. What is the Lakeith Stanfield movie? Ain't there a Lakeith Stanfield movie coming out? Or am I making that up?
Well, it probably one coming out, but I don't know what it is.
What is the movie with Lakeith Stanfield and the horses? Sorry to bother. Is
Sorry
that
to bother you.
Sorry to bother
Is that
you?
what that called?
Him gives me Sorry to bother you vibes. Obviously not like
Oh,
this.
please don't say that.
It gives me Sorry to bother you vibes, but that's what it gives. It gives
Please don't
that
say that. Sorry to
because
bother you
I
stinks.
can't pinpoint what's happening, but I'm like, ooh, it's provocative. Diner
I
in the
trust
Dash.
Jordan Peele.
What are you watching next?
Wait, can I forgot. Can I give love to Weapons? Weapons is coming soon. Weapons is my early favorite for sleeper of the year.
Oh,
Weapons is going to be the best horror movie of the year. I cannot fucking wait.
okay, we seated. Diner in the Dash.
I had forgot about that, but I'm pumped for Weapons too. I was gonna bring up. I haven't been doing much watching this summer. Not gonna lie, I haven't seen
Wow.
F1 yet. I'm gonna go see F1 or Superman this weekend. I haven't decided which one. And then I don't know if this comes out soon or if it's later in the year, but when does the Austin Butler Zoe Kravitz movie Caught Stealing? I think it's called.
I think
Oh,
it's the
not
Come-
yet.
29th.
That's the Aronofsky movie. Yeah, that's not. It's not coming out yet.
No, that's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
I
That's
was
not.
excited about
Awesome.
that one, and
Yeah.
then the other ones people have already said. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's on my
Nice.
docket.
Fish flicks. What you got up next for the summer?
Well, for me, I'm damn near at the movies twice a week for the rest of the year, damn near. So I'm about to watch Superman for a second time because it's amazing. And then I got I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic Four coming up. Another movie I haven't heard anybody mention. It's called Together, starring Dave Franco and Allison Brie. That's gonna
I
be
did see the
Oh,
Dave
I like
Franco.
that trailer. That trailer's good.
Yeah, so that's what I got coming up. And all I have to say is this real quick about Superman, just so everybody's prepared. No spoilers. It is the single most comic booky movie ever made. And
Really?
yes,
That's a
100%.
high
It's
bar,
like a
sir.
no, no, like what I mean by that, it's like a comic book brought to life onto the screen. And when you watch it, you'll understand. And it just jumps you right into this already established world of superheroes. So some people it may take you a minute to jump into it, and then you'll like, okay, I'm in it. And for some people, it may not work for them. So just be prepared.
That's a high
Just keep in
bar.
mind for that.
That's a high bar. That's a compliment. So, but I
Fish
don't know.
Fish Flicks. Can I ask you a question without any spoilers? Obviously,
Oh my gosh,
have
y'all
What's
you
make
up?
me
had have
nervous.
you given any thought to where you would rank this movie in the gun pantheon of movies? Where does this sit for you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Right now, because of recency bias, I'll still Guardians 3 might top it for me.
I think so too. Barely, barely,
Superman
but I think
probably
Guardians would be.
yes. Guardians 3 was amazing. Guardians 1 is cool, but I think honestly I'm gonna put this second to Guardians 3, and then third place I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Guardians 1, then Suicide Squad, then Guardians 2.
Not Suicide Squad.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
For
his
those of you
Suicide Squad movie was good. It was the other one.
in the What We Watch chat, y'all heard it here first because I'm getting very nervous. I feel like they're gonna like spoil it, but they've set some expectations, but we know how to take it for our own. They're saying it's ranked pretty high, y'all. So let's see. Citomania. What are you watching next?
Oh, really quickly, I'm hoping that the F1 sequel crosses with Fast and the Furious. I just want to see him and Dom Toretto together for some reason. Hopefully,
All
I work.
right, all right, you're
But
losing me. All right, we're closing this chat.
small,
All right,
small
we're off
film.
of this.
Sorry, baby.
Wait,
It's in smaller films, not a big blockbuster. But sorry, baby. I hope y'all watch that. It's an incredibly beautiful film. So that's my recommendation to y'all.
What's? Can you repeat your
wait, Mo,
recommendation?
can I just add one more
Hold on.
Sorry,
movie?
baby.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, baby. What's it called? Citomania.
Sorry, baby. It's out right now. It's beautiful. It's dope. And hopefully, all y'all get a
Can
chance
you
to.
tell us the director and where it's at so we can find it?
Ooh, I saw it in my local theater. I'm not a big blockbuster person, but it's a very smaller film. I'll drop it in the chat. Hopefully, y'all watch it. It's an incredible
Yeah,
support
drop in the
small
chat
film.
and hashtag
Uh,
what we watch. We like
First,
to highlight independent filmmakers all
I'll
the
drop the trailer
time.
in there right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. About that, RB, what RB, Rob? R to the OB? About that sauce. What are you watching next this summer?
Probably that Superman movie.
Okay, bet. Angela, you had one more as well? Angela, you said you had one more? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the Naked Gun reboot. It looks stupid.
All right.
I love a good comedy. I'm watching that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, this is what we watch Wednesday. Again, my recommendation this week is The Better Sister. All right, y'all sleep. It's on Prime Video. All right, Amazon Prime, Prime Video. I highly recommend watching The Better Sister. It's Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks. and it's a thriller murder mystery. If you watched The Undoing or The Undone, whatever it was during the pandemic with Nicole Kidman, if you love you a murder mystery but a little bit of drama, you know what I'm saying? No supernatural like The Outsider, right? But it's good. It's good white people family drama. And it gets really, really hectic really fast. So I've really been enjoying it. I've looked forward to watching it every day when I get home because I've been traveling. So again, that's The Better Sister on Amazon Prime, Prime Video. Thank you so much for joining us. That is what we watch Wednesday. We'll see you next week. Vote and let me know what you want to talk about next week. Bye.